Boxing King Media in association with Boxraw. We've got 6'6" we're going to stick with. John Hedges in the house, 19 years old. You're about to have your 5th fight on the Okolai undercard. How's everything going for you?
Yeah, do you know what? Everything's going well. Camp's gone really good. I've had good sparring so far. It's still early doors as well. Still got a good few weeks left. But like it's a major card and it's Sunday boxing, so it's going to be exciting to be on a card on a Sunday. Back at the O2 Arena again. Obviously, there's 2 fights now, one off another back at the O2. So it's a great venue and it's a great card to be on.
What kind of stuff have you been working on? Because I know, when you had your first fight and there were people saying, he didn't show the potential that he had, and obviously you've had to go back to the drawing board. So has it been kind of like, living with that and working back, on your improvements, etc.?
Do you know what? Yeah, it's been refreshing because I took a massive, from when I first turned pro, I went over basically overnight. Within 2 months I was a professional boxer and having my debut, so I didn't take no time to make adjustments, if I'm honest. I took the risk, it paid off in one sense that I got a massive deal with Eddie, and going into my 5th fight now, basically I'm in the gym with Mark Tibbs every day, and we're going back to just using my height, using my frame. I've got it there, so I've got to use it. Instead of keep getting put into a dogfight now, I've got to use my size. So it's been nice to readjust. It's been like refreshing, like I say. It's been nice to go back through it.
And how difficult is it trying to figure out what weight you're going to be? Because obviously you're 6'6", you're 19, you've got another 2-3 years of growing left. How do you decide what weight you're going to be?
I think looking at Lawrence as well, who's here today. Obviously he's headlining. I think I'm going to be his sort of build, like a massive cruiserweight, looking like a heavyweight, but probably still boxing at cruiser. Not yet. I've got to wait for my man strength to come, and I can still make light heavy. So in that sense, I'm very grateful. But not long, a year and a half, I reckon. I think I'll be looking at cruiserweight, taking my time though. There's no rush. I don't need to push for titles till I'm a bit older. I'm still 19, still got a little while left on 20. And main thing is just experience. I want as many fights as possible. I want to fight every week if possible.
And I always like to let the fans know, obviously out of boxing, is this your full-time gig or have you got a job? What do you get up to out of boxing?
No, to be fair, this is full-time. I've got good sponsors on board. I take it very serious. I'm in the gym Monday to Saturday. Sunday's normally my rest day. So it's a full-time gig, and please God, everything goes to plan, and we'll be pushing on for titles.
And what can the fans expect to see? Your 5th fight, obviously all the learning you've had so far. What we're going to see?
5th fight. I'd love to get a stoppage on my card. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone's looking for the stoppage, but I honestly believe the way I'm in the gym, I'm looking like a cruiserweight and I'm fighting at light heavy. So I'm a massive at the weight, and I'm going to be hitting a lot harder than what I have recently. And going off my last performance, keep pushing on from there. My last performance was good. I was happy with, but I want to just go that stage further this time.
I'm asking everybody today about this whole AJ, Fury, Usyk step-aside thing. It sounds like from today's news that AJ's refused a step-aside deal. If you was in that potentially $90 million, I'm quoting Tyson Fury here, on the table, what would you do?
To be completely honest, I think in my position, I'd be taking the money. I think it sets up for a super fight with Fury if Fury comes through at the other end, and everyone wants to see that one at the end of the day. So it's less risk by taking the step aside, of course, but at the end of the day, AJ's got money. If he wants to live up to the name and show that he's got courage, he's got the balls and that, he's got to take the fight, and money's not everything at the end of the day. Money's a great thing to have, but it's not everything. So I think in his sense, I look at the opportunity that if he doesn't take the money and he prepares right and he beats Usyk, then what a statement he's made. He took the hard route and he's come through it.
Just wrapping up, where can the fans follow you on social media, and anyone you thank?
So I want to thank all my sponsors. Main ones out there, Oliver Harris, he's really helped me this year. Osh, for the companies, Versa Forza, Warehouse Gym, massive help. TJ Plant Hire. I've got, do you know what? There's a few to mention. Prestige Fire and Security, and they've all helped me out this year. So yeah, thank you very much. And to find me, Instagram John Hedges 1, Twitter John Hedges _, all boxing updates, life, socials. So yeah.
I forgot to ask, what boxing nickname do you run with? The Gentleman, innit?
Yeah, the Gentleman. So I'm called the Gentleman. I've been called it since a baby. So I always kept it. I didn't want to change it. Obviously, I think there's another Gentleman out there. Don't get me wrong, but I had it since a baby, so I was never going to change my name. And I think it's nice. It sums me up. I'm a big lump, but I'm a nice person. So.
As an easier option would have been Big John.
Exactly, Big John. Do you know what? My fight song's Big Bad John, so I've got a little bit of it. But no, it's good, man. It's good.
Right, John, all the best on fight night.
Thank you very much. Thank you.